and welcome to the 2024 Utah State University Faculty Awards Ceremony. I'm Larry Smith, Provost and Chief Academic Officer. I'm joined by Lisa Barreau, Vice President for Research and Professor of Chemistry, who will be my fellow MC for this event. Thank you for attending today's awards ceremony. On behalf of Utah State, I want to thank not just those faculty who will be recognized for extraordinary achievement, but thank all faculty for serving as the foundation and engine of USU's academic enterprise. As a public service university, you are responsible for the quality and reputation of our academic programs, the growth of innovative research and all forms of intellectual pursuits, and leadership in our community engagement and support. As part of our dedication to the public good, our statewide campuses and extension services in particular gives us opportunities like no other university in Utah to have impact on lives throughout the state. Lisa.
I echo Provost Smith. We are incredibly thankful for the vital ways that you support Utah State University. This past year was a momentous one for Utah State, and each of you played a pivotal role in that success. Your efforts are shaping the future of our institution, impacting not only the university, but also the lives of our students and the broader world. Your leadership and mentorship serve as powerful examples, leaving tangible and, more importantly, relevant impacts in our community. In 2023, we've seen remarkable innovations in USU's classrooms, laboratories, fieldwork, and creative activities. The university is aspiring to new heights and looking for opportunities to level up. And I'm excited about the role research will play in elevating Utah State's influence. I'm also proud to see our collective commitment to reinforce USU's mission of excellence, access, and inclusion for all members of our campus. Today, I'm pleased to join you as we recognize the excellence, effort, and enthusiasm displayed by many of USU's best faculty. Before we begin announcing the nominees and the recipients of the 2024 Faculty Awards, it is my pleasure to recognize the faculty recipient of the 2023 USU Presidential Award for Civic and Community Engagement. This award recognizes the work of those who exemplify collaboration between USU and the greater community for the mutually beneficial exchange of knowledge and resources in a context of partnership and reciprocity. Recipients of the faculty category successfully incorporate community-engaged teaching with demonstrable outcomes, or may have conducted outstanding community-engaged research. Dr. Jamie Walters, an assistant professor and director of the Transforming Communities Institute, was selected as the 2023 Community-Engaged Faculty recipient. Please give a round of applause for Dr. Walters for her dedicated work with community members and for providing our students with the invaluable experiences, skills, and confidence they will take into practice. I don't know about you, but I'm excited to begin. And so, let's begin and celebrate all that you have done this year. So sit back, relax, and let's celebrate together. And with that, our first award will be the Undergraduate Research Faculty Mentor, presented by Associate Vice President for Research, Alexa Sand. Alexa?
Thank you, Vice President Burrow. An outstanding undergraduate research mentor provides a role model for methods of inquiry and the responsible conduct of research. Outstanding mentors often give students their first introduction into professional networks and support the dissemination of their students' work through professional conference participation, exhibition, performance, or publication. As I read these amazing undergraduate research mentors' names, please hold your applause until I have announced all of our nominees. And then when we announce the institutional winners, we welcome you to come to the stage and share some remarks. So that'll be the same drill for all of the awards. Hold the applause, institutional winner, come to the stage. So here are our nominees for the Undergraduate Research Faculty Mentor of the Year. Auntie Growell is an assistant professor in the Department of Marketing and Strategy. Dr. Growell focuses on the development of undergraduate student research inside and outside the classroom. And as a teacher, she strives to be an agent of change for students by giving them the hands-on experiences that they need in problem-solving skills. Growell's mentorship allows undergraduates to work within interdisciplinary teams, learning from faculty and industry members across regions and fields of study, including from USU, Purdue University, and the University of Auckland in New Zealand. Jared Ragland is an assistant professor of fine art in the Department of Art and Design. His mentoring mirrors his socially engaged research. Since joining USU in 2021, Ragland has directed undergraduate students through URCO and summer arts research grants, gallery exhibitions, and the Student Research Symposium presentations, senior thesis projects, and professional development opportunities. In other words, he's been all in. Select student projects include documentary work on the island of Malta, participation in the 2023 Society for Photographic Education National Conference, and a 2023 Bear Lake Needs Assessment Project grant to document issues surrounding the lake. Mirella Meyer-Ficke is an associate professor in the Department of Animal, Dairy, and Veterinary Sciences in the School of Veterinary Medicine. As a mentor, she strives to provide opportunities for students who actively participate in ongoing research projects and also to discover their own potential for research-centered careers. To achieve that, she actively integrates student researchers into her funded research projects, enables students to present their results at local, national, and international scientific conferences, and provides students with the opportunity to co-author scientific publications. Ryan Burke is an associate professor in the Department of Mechanical and Aerospace Engineering. Since 2015, he has advised 75 undergraduates who have collectively contributed over 100 scholarly papers, technical presentations, and poster sessions. Among his students who have graduated, at least half have gone on to earn an advanced degree. Under his leadership, the Engineering Undergraduate Research Scholars Program has doubled in size by accepting students twice per year, and the rate of women and non-binary students has also doubled from 15 to 31%. Actually, I'm not a mathematician, but 15 to 31% is more than doubled. Dr. Burke also represents the College of Engineering on USU's Undergraduate Research Advisory Board and is the Goldwater Scholarship Faculty Mentor. Sandy Gillum. Sandy Gillum is a professor in the Department of Communicative Disorders and Deaf Education. Dr. Gillum's approach focuses on creating a team-based lab culture in which undergraduates are encouraged to think of themselves as researchers. She has mentored 73 undergraduate researchers using this team-based approach. Undergraduate mentees have been authors on 63 international, national, regional, and state presentations, 8 articles, book chapters, and books. This year, Dr. Gillum's undergraduates are presenting projects at the Utah Conference on Undergraduate Research and also at the National Conference on Undergraduate Research. Sarah O'Neill is a lecturer in the Department of World Languages and Cultures. Dr. O'Neill supports undergraduate research in the department by guiding students through linguistic research methodology and expanding the definition of research to help students with their creative works in Spanish. In her linguistics courses, she prepares her students to submit to symposia by guiding them through human subjects research protocols, linguistic methodology, and abstract writing. In advanced Spanish grammar, her students write microfiction collections in Spanish. She partners with USU librarians to publish their ebooks on digital commons. This project adds diversity to digital commons, both with regard to the language and the creative nature of the works. And if you haven't checked out digital commons student research projects, please do. Shannon Belmont is a senior lecturer in the Department of Environment and Society. She is dedicated to nurturing the next generation of geospatial researchers and science communicators. Her commitment to mentoring undergraduate students is exemplified by her innovative approaches to hands-on learning, applying cutting-edge technologies to complex contemporary issues. Professor Belmont guides students to develop individual research projects involving mapping and analyzing real-world phenomena. As director of the undergraduate GIS certificate, they're all the same thing. She is working to expand availability to statewide undergraduate students to expand workforce development opportunities. And Stephen Walsh, who is an assistant professor in the Department of Mathematics and Statistics. Dr. Walsh transitioned to academia at Utah State University mid-career with the goal of engaging talented students in statistics, mathematics, and data science. To date, he has successfully mentored 2 undergraduate researchers, aiding them in producing professional-level work, securing employment, and gaining acceptance into top-tier graduate programs. Can we please applaud all our nominees? I am pleased to announce that the 2024 Utah State University Undergraduate Research Mentor of the Year, oh, I was supposed to do that visibly on camera. Hold on. Is Dr. Ryan Burke. Congratulations, Ryan.
Thank you very much. They do not tell you if you win these in advance, so I'm very surprised. Thank you very much, Alexa and Athena at the Undergraduate Research Office. Thank you to Lisa Burrow and Chris Miller with their help with the Goldwater program. Thanks to my department and the college and everyone there for nominating me and supporting me through. And the students, we're all only as good as the students that we work with, and I've been very lucky to work with some very good ones. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Ryan. Next, Janet Anderson, Senior Associate Vice President and Senior Vice Provost for Student Achievement, will present the Undergraduate Faculty Mentor of the Year nominees.
Good afternoon. Thank you, Dr. Sand. Oh, thanks, Michelle. The Undergraduate Faculty Mentor of the Year Award is given to a full-time faculty member who invests in building and encouraging excellence in academic mentoring. The nominees for this award have engaged with students in helping them meet their academic and career goals by being available to them, monitoring their progress, and engaging with them through student clubs, organizations, or leadership development. Here are the nominees, and again, we ask that you please hold your applause until we've announced all of them. Denise Gackstetter is a principal lecturer and art education coordinator in the Department of Art and Design. Ms. Gackstetter has consistently demonstrated exemplary qualities that make her a truly outstanding mentor and educator. She's an accomplished ceramic artist whose work has been exhibited in many venues, including Baltimore Clayworks, Penland Gallery, Vermont Clay Studio, Duluth Art Studio, and at Aramont School of Arts and Crafts. Her approach to mentorship goes beyond academic guidance. She takes the time to understand each student's unique strengths and challenges, fostering an environment where they can thrive both academically and personally. Carl Hoops is an associate professor in the Department of Animal, Dairy, and Veterinary Sciences. Dr. Hoops' Ride Utah program exemplifies his commitment to student mentorship. With the help of his undergraduates, Dr. Hoops creates vital, positive experience for our Utah veterans with PTSD and immerses students in deeply personal moments of empathy, community service, and professional skills. His engagement with students in the horse castration clinic for the Navajo Reservation further underscores his dedication to providing students with experiences that blend veterinary practice with community service. Kimberly Snow is a professional practice assistant professor in the Department of Special Education and Rehabilitation Counseling. Ms. Snow has mentored thousands of students, ensuring that they feel successful in their preparation as special education teachers. Ms. Snow specializes in teaching students with significant cognitive disabilities. She serves on many committees, providing service in her program and within the department, as well as service within the college and nationally. She has been an ambassador for the IRIS Center, which is a national center dedicated to improving education outcomes for children, especially those with disabilities from birth through 21, through the use of effective evidence-based practices and interventions for over 20 years. Wynne is an associate professor in the Department of Mathematics and Statistics. Dr. Wynne has an established record of involvement and mentorship of important undergraduate clubs and activities. Dr. Nguyen's research interests are partial differential equations, nonlinear evolution equations, with emphasis in fluid mechanics and nonlinear waves. He uses a variety of mathematical techniques in his research, ranging from differential equations, dynamical systems, and Hamiltonian dynamics. He is the co-organizer of the Undergraduate Mathematics Club and a coach of USU's Putnam team since 2022, demonstrating an excellence in mentoring students across career stages. Ronald Sims is a professor in the Department of Biological Engineering. Dr. Sims' academic career has focused on working with students and industries to protect public health and the environment while stimulating economic development by producing bioproducts based on a waste-to-value platform. As the instructor of the Biological Engineering Capstone course, Dr. Sims has connected students with industrial partners including West Tech, Upside Foods, and Cyanotech. He directs an army of undergraduate researchers in his lab, many of which go on to complete graduate degrees with him and have earned national awards. Additionally, Dr. Sims is the faculty mentor of several award-winning clubs, including the Institute of Biological Engineering, Sustainable Waste to Bioproducts Engineering, and the USU Keto Club. Russ Beck is a senior lecturer in the Department of English. His commitment to mentorship extends beyond any descriptions in his role statement or department expectations. Particularly noteworthy is how Mr. Beck mentors his students holistically, considering their academic goals of publication or graduate school, and addresses their physical and mental health as well. His mentorship extends beyond the classroom and is accomplished through multiple units across campus, from the undergraduate magazine Sink Hollow to the Connections program. Sterling Bone is a professor in the Department of Marketing and Strategy and the executive director of the Huntsman Pro Sales program. Dr. Bone has spent the last 2 decades building sales training curriculum, industry certifications, and partnerships that have helped prepare thousands of students to launch from his classes into careers in professional selling and sales leadership. Dr. Bone founded and developed the highly successful and nationally recognized Pro Sales Association, which has 100% job placement. In addition to the Pro Sales program, he has created the Technical Sales Management Minor, which has secured more than $1 million in donation to support his students and programs, and just last year launched a sales internship course, creating new opportunities for his students. He fosters a culture of character, gratitude, and giving back in his students, and instills confidence in each one. Sunshine Brosi is an associate professor in the Department of Wildland Resources. Dr. Brosi has 16 years of teaching experience in mentoring undergraduate students. She is passionate about teaching and has developed and instructed 15 different courses over the past 3 years at USU, including a general education course and 6 community-engaged designated courses that have been taught in person through Connect and online. She excels at representing the college and connecting with current and prospective students. She serves as a faculty advisor to all USU Eastern students and works to engage them with professional, extracurricular, and field experience opportunities through her network of natural resource agency contacts. Please help me in congratulating all of these college faculty mentors. And now the 2024 Utah State University Undergraduate Faculty Mentor of the Year is Ronald Sims. We even got him running.
Hey, how about that? Yeah, running towards the undergrad. Thank you so much. Thank you
Yes,
very
I'd
much.
like to hear a few
Okay,
words from
yeah,
you.
a couple of minutes. Watch out, because trained as a faculty member, you're going to get a 50-minute lecture. But I'll try to cut that back to maybe 2 minutes. So the deal here is being a faculty mentor to undergraduates year in and year out. You begin to see that they're mentoring you. So the connection between the faculty mentor and the students that you're mentoring, you start understanding where they're coming from, establishing a connection. And I'm really big on interdisciplinary research, so getting students in agriculture, in psychology, math, and science to work with our engineers has been part of the strategy I've tried to develop to get students to work in teams across disciplines. And understanding, I'll finish with this. One of the definitions I like understanding for undergraduates, understanding is to stand under, which means to look up to, which means to admire, which means to understand. And that's what I do with our undergraduates. Thank you. Thanks very much.
I'll now introduce Richard Cutler, Vice Provost for the School of Graduate Studies and Professor in the Department of Mathematics and Statistics. He will present the nominees and awardee for Outstanding Graduate Mentor of the Year.
Thank you, Senior Vice Provost Anderson. The Outstanding Graduate Mentor of the Year Award recognizes faculty who have a record of excellence in graduate student mentorship. They are effective advisors who facilitate degree completion, model sound scholarship and ethical behavior, provide emotional support, extend constructive criticism, involve students in publishing and other professional activities, and prepare students for their careers after they have completed their degrees. The nominees for this award are as follows. Dr. Alexis Alt is an associate professor in the Department of Geosciences. Dr. Alt's research leverages earthquake geology and thermochronology to understand the spectrum of fault slip behavior and how earth materials deform during the earthquake cycle. Her new research pairs textural and thermochemical observations of fault rocks down to the atomic scale with deformation experiments to document if and how earthquake energy is dissipated in shallow fault rocks. This research provides a bridge to geophysical observations of near-surface deformation and has direct societal implications for seismic hazard assessment. Graduate students are co-authors on all of Dr. Alt's USU publications, and her students sought out this recognition for her, a testament to the impact that she is having on their training. Dr. Angela Minicello is an associate professor in the Department of Engineering Education. As an NSF Career Award recipient, Dr. Minicello has mentored nearly 30 graduate students as their faculty advisor or major professor. Her students have received numerous awards in both research and teaching at the national level. Her students have co-authored more than 40 referee journal and conference proceedings papers with her and have made more than 50 presentations at professional conferences and events. Dr. Minicello has created and offered many opportunities for her students' professional development to help them become effective communicators, team members, and leaders with high ethical standards. Dr. Christopher Scheer is an associate professor in the Department of Music. Dr. Scheer is deeply invested in the world of ideas and the expansion of human knowledge for its own sake. He understands research as the method by which one can reconcile process and expand that knowledge. His excellence in mentoring graduate research specifically manifests itself in his aptitude at helping students develop their own research projects and the impressive transformation of his students' attitudes towards research and themselves. Dr. Caitlin Bundock is an associate professor in the Department of Special Education and Rehabilitation Counseling. Dr. Bundock's primary area of focus in her research and teaching is effective instruction and intervention for students struggling in mathematics at the secondary level. She also focuses on variables that impact student success and achievement, such as behavior interventions and supports, engagement, and self-regulation. She advises students within the Special Education Master's Program, as well as doctoral students focusing on special education within the Disability Disciplines Doctoral Program. Dr. Bundock's leadership and mentorship can be seen in the many successful graduate thesis committees she has chaired, and more broadly, in her role as the chair of the Special Education Graduate Programs. Dr. Man Kyun Kim is a professor in the Department of Applied Economics. Dr. Kim has supervised 27 graduate students and served on committees of 33 others. He also currently supervises 3 students at the National Chongqing University in Taiwan. He has co-authored 24 peer-reviewed articles, 3 fact sheets, and 25 abstracts with his graduate students. Dr. Kim's proven mentorship encourages students to grow academically, gain experience and reputation, and achieve competitive expertise. Dr. Charla Bales is a clinical assistant professor in the Department of Social Work. Her extensive professional practice background in clinical mental health, child protection, crisis work, adoptions, aging, hospice, and Navajo health systems inform her teaching and her mentorship in significant ways. She collaboratively developed the Indigenous Peoples License Exam Preparation course, helping more than 20 Indigenous social workers who were previously experiencing barriers for their clinical exam. She collaboratively responded to the critical shortage of licensed social workers in San Juan County, creating culturally responsive license exam preparation courses. Ms. Bales' student-centered mentorship and dedication has lasting impacts on her community. Dr. Joel Dugray is an associate professor in the Department of Data Analytics and Information Systems. His research interests are focused on developing prescriptive analytics algorithms and the managerial implications of the use of analytics. His publications appear in a variety of journals, and he has presented at numerous national and international conferences. From impactful research dissemination to ongoing projects and postgraduate mentoring, his influence spans various domains. As the graduate program director, he actively guides students, resolves unique circumstances, and significantly contributes to his department's overall development, exemplifying comprehensive commitment to graduate mentorship. Kari Veblen is a professor in the Department of Wildland Resources. Dr. Veblen's research focuses on the ecology and management of shrublands and grasslands, including questions related to restoration, plant community dynamics, livestock grazing, and unraveling livestock versus wildlife effects on their environment. She works closely with both public and private land managers, as well as interdisciplinary teams of scientists, to find ways to improve restoration and other management processes. Dr. Veblen consistently prioritizes collaboration and mentorship as the foundation of her scientific work. Her mentorship philosophy and practice has launched her students into productive careers and has been the source of inspiration for other faculty members. Mentorship is such an important component of graduate education, and we commend all of our college graduate mentors. Among these many outstanding nominees, the 2024 Utah State University Outstanding Graduate Mentor of the Year is Dr. Angie Minicello. Dr. Minicello couldn't be with us here today, so we'll just congratulate her in absentia, and I'll make sure that she gets this award. Thank you. Next, Dr. Maureen Hearns, Faculty Senate President, will present the Faculty University Service Award.
Thank you, Dr. Cutler. The Faculty University Service Award is given each year to recognize and encourage excellence in service to the operations and governance of the university. The nominees for this award include the following. Selena Willey. Selena Willey is an Extension Associate Professor in the Department of Applied Sciences, Technology, and Education. She has a background in agricultural and extension education. Dr. Willey demonstrates outstanding leadership, creating various initiatives to attract Latino students and staff to Utah State University, as evidenced by her research. To achieve such success, she collaborates with the Office of Admissions, USU Marketing and Communications, Utah Public Radio, USU Archives, and the Nora Eccles Harrison Museum of Art. Her willingness to serve on committees, share expertise, and provide guidance has had a profoundly positive impact on the university community. Daniel Koster. Daniel Koster is a professor in the Mathematics and Statistics Department. Dr. Koster has been willing to shoulder substantial service responsibilities and has made a positive impact through his selfless service and commitment to the university. His research program is focused on the development of the theory and application of statistical experimental design and analysis in the applied sciences. During his 33 years at Utah State University, Dr. Koster has been dedicated to serving the university across disciplines, including design and analysis of studies in public health and medicine, K-12 education, theory of experimental design, machine learning and computer sciences applications, and biology and wildlife management. Doris McGonigal. Doris McGonigal is an associate professor of German in the Department of World Languages and Cultures. Dr. McGonigal defines service as investing yourself wholly and unreservedly, putting the needs of others before your own, giving your all, and walking the extra mile. She embodies this definition in all she does with her service commitments and how she views service as intimately connected to her research and teaching. Of particular note is her work with the Utah Bridge Program Curriculum Development Committee. Erin Rivers. Erin Rivers is an assistant professor and water quality specialist in the Department of Watershed Sciences. Dr. Rivers' research is integrated into her extension programming, which aims to develop synergistic watershed management to target emerging water quality concerns across the state of Utah. Her service to the university since becoming an assistant professor includes 7 committees at USU, leading the organization of the Spring Runoff Conference and teaching both the in-person and online water quality class. Kelly Cope. Kelly Cope is a professor and extension specialist in the Plants, Soils, and Climate Department. Dr. Cope's research efforts are focused on plant water use efficiency, sustainable turfgrass management, landscape water conservation, and irrigation technologies. She was invited to serve on the search committee for the 17th president of Utah State University. This service is an honor and a testament to the high regard in which Dr. Cope is viewed by the institutional and higher education leadership. Dr. Cope has also served on Faculty Senate Executive Committee, and dozens of tenure and promotion advisory committees, in addition to her many service commitments to extension. Kelly Faudel. Kelly Faudel is a professor in the Department of Data Analytics and Information Systems. Dr. Faudel has served on the University Faculty Senate and 2 of its subcommittees, addressing academic freedom, faculty development, and governance. At the college level, he has been an active curriculum committee member and spokesperson and served on 5 promotion and tenure committees. At the department level, he has overseen research activities as associate department head and chaired a faculty hiring committee. Dr. Faudel has directly served students as a faculty mentor for several industry projects. Through committed participation, administrative roles, and student mentoring, Dr. Faudel has made significant contributions to university well-being. Michelle McKnight. Michelle McKnight is an assistant professor in the Department of Special Education and Rehabilitation Counseling. Dr. McKnight has served on multiple committees at the department and college level. Her service at the university includes the USU Faculty Senate, faculty representation on the Athletics Council, and on the Athletics Council Subcommittee for Student Academics and Athletics Eligibility. Dr. McKnight's drive and passion for serving adults with autism led her to develop and deliver ongoing training to police officers across the state of Utah to better prepare them for encounters with individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities. Nicholas Roberts. Nicholas Roberts is an associate professor in the Department of Mechanical and Aerospace Engineering. One of the most outstanding examples of his service is his role in the accreditation process for the Mechanical and Aerospace Engineering Department. The effort extended over several years and involved writing reports, persuading faculty to keep and report data on coursework, and meeting with the accreditation reviewers over an extended period. Dr. Roberts served as the department's undergraduate curriculum chair and on the college curriculum subcommittee. Under his direction, he has reduced the complexity that mechanical and aerospace engineering students face in attaining their undergraduate degree. Noel Carmack. Noel Carmack is an associate professor of art in the Department of Art and Design. As a full-time faculty member on the USU Eastern Campus, he teaches foundation courses in drawing, painting, and two-dimensional design. He also directs the Gallery East, prepares and installs exhibits, and organizes artist receptions in this capacity. He also manages the permanent art collection for the campus. Mr. Carmack is a highly respected colleague and community leader in Price, and an outstanding Utah State University employee who represents service excellence. Please join me in thanking all of our college nominees for this outstanding service award. And the 2024 USU Faculty Service awardee is, yeah, you got that, Kelly Cope.
Wow, thank you. I'd like to thank the Academy. I'm just kidding. What an honor, truly. I think that very often we give new faculty the advice, don't do it when it comes to service work on campus. But I would say what that advice ignores is that service allows one to shape not only the institution, but one's experience of the institution. Whether that's serving on a faculty search committee and finding new colleagues, whether that's serving on faculty senate and helping to shape policy, whether that's helping colleagues advance through promotion and tenure, or perhaps even helping to select the next university president. It does not recognize all of those fantastic benefits. So I would like to thank the committee, the selection committee. I'd also like to thank those who have invited me to service at USU. And I would lastly and most especially like to thank my husband, who's in the audience, for his patience as I have committed so much time to this service. So thank you.
Thank you. Next, Dr. Lexa Sand will present the award for Faculty Researcher of the Year.
Thank you, Dr. Hearns. Research is a core mission at Utah State University, and the University Faculty Researcher of the Year celebrates those researchers who are doing outstanding work in their field. And this is a tough one because there are so many outstanding researchers at Utah State. Nominees are evaluated on their publications, their honors, awards, presentations, extramural support, and mentorship over the past 3 years. This year's nominees are Brent Chamberlain, an associate professor in the Department of Landscape Architecture and Environmental Planning. His work is inspired by a drive to better understand linkages between humans and our natural world, and then to use this knowledge to plan and design a better future for both. To facilitate these efforts, he has earned, with collaborators, millions in funding from several federal agencies. In 2023, he received the Excellence in Research or Creative Work Award from the Council of Educators in Landscape Architecture. The highest research award for faculty with less than 10 years of experience in the profession as a professor. David Feldon is a professor in the Department of Instructional Technology and Learning Sciences. His scholarship identifies mechanisms of learning and post-secondary education that facilitates the equitable development of expertise in STEM disciplines. His efforts have led to substantive contributions in research on doctoral training, cognitive load theory, and their interactions with motivation, and this research has been published in numerous outlets. Dr. Feldon was a recipient of the American Educational Research Association's Award for Significant Contributions to Educational Measurement and Research. Gracia Zhang. Gracia Xiong is an assistant professor of accountancy in the School of Accountancy. Dr. Xiong brings a unique perspective to the realm of accounting and academia through a background of international experience. Her research has been published in elite journals, including the Journal of Management and Accounting Research. Notably, she received the American Accounting Association Best Management Accounting Section Dissertation Award in 2023. Beyond her academic achievements, Dr. Xiong actively engages in professional service as a reviewer or discussant for many journals and for the American Accounting Association's major national conference. Greg Droege is an assistant professor in the Department of Electrical and Computer Engineering. Dr. Droge's research is focused on both large groups and individual vehicles operating in uncertain environments, such as space. The applications his work have been diverse, such as satellite constellations, battery electric bus coordination, and GPS-denied navigation. I'm going to admit I don't know what GPS-denied navigation is, but it sounds pretty cool. In 2016, he began work for the United States Air Force with a focus on investigating strategies for the improvement of ground control stations. Karen Beard is a professor in the Department of Wildland Resources and the Ecology Center. Dr. Beard's research, also really cool, focuses on species interactions and their impacts on ecosystem processes, especially involving non-native species and climate change. She has currently active research programs in Alaska, Hawaii, you see why I say it's cool, Brazil, and Utah. I always wish I were an undergraduate because I would definitely join your lab. She has worked with a wide range of organisms from amphibians to microbes and is particularly known for her research on the invasive coqui frog in Hawaii. The ultimate goal of her research is to improve decisions about how to manage habitats and species in the face of global change. Sukaina Bubrahimi is an assistant professor in the Department of Computer Science. Her primary research centers around data mining. Her research team's efforts are directed towards developing novel algorithms for predicting solar flares and solar energetic particle events. In the past 2 years, she has received significant federal and state funding to bolster her research endeavors and to support student training. Yay. Dr. Bubrahimi is also a recipient of a National Science Foundation Career Award. Susan Grizel is a professor in the Department of History. Dr. Grizel has been interested in interdisciplinary and collaborative research, analyzing the catastrophic wars of the 20th century on a human level, and her publications have solidified her standing as a leading scholar of gender and modern war. She has written 2 textbooks and many monographs, including most recently, The Age of the Gas Mask, How British Civilians Faced the Terrors of Total War, which traces state and individual responses to one of the first weapons of mass destruction. Timothy Chenette is an associate professor in the Department of Music. Dr. Chenette researches both music theory pedagogy and early music. His work includes incorporating popular music into the traditional curriculum, writing in music theory classes, and fostering creativity in the music classroom. In his early music work, Dr. Chenette explores connections between the music and writings of early music theorists and modern methods of analysis. His research has been widely presented in national and international conferences and published in journals such as Music Theory Online and Engaging Students, Essays in Music Pedagogy. All right. Congratulations to our outstanding faculty research nominees. And the 2024 Utah State University Faculty Researcher of the Year is Dr. Karen Beard. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well deserved.
So I'm surprised, so I'm not very prepared. Thank you all for giving me this award, the committee, the university, my dean, my college, and my department for nominating me. And I just want to say, yeah, this is a great honor, and I really appreciate it. It makes me feel appreciated for the work that I do. I know when I was young, my parents said to me, whatever career you choose, you should find something that you love, and then it won't feel like work. And that's what I feel like I've been able to do for the last 22 years here at Utah State. I've been able to pursue the research that I'm interested in, studying the coqui frog in Hawaii, which is a love of mine, and most recently, doing what I think is really important, climate change research in Alaska. Up there, I'm studying how increased flooding and warming and just the changing environment with climate change is influencing the native villages that I work in. And I think the work is really important. So I just appreciate that the university allows us to pursue what we're interested in and this important work. And I also want to just thank all the students and postdocs and colleagues that I've been able to work with over the last many years here. Without them, it wouldn't be the fun, amazing experience that it's been. I just have an amazing team right now of really strong undergrads and postdocs and grad students, and I love working with my colleagues. So I just want to say it's a group effort as well, and I appreciate that. Thanks for this.
Thank you so much for your inspiring words, Karen. I now welcome back to the stage Provost Smith to present our next award.
And the winner, sorry. Gotcha. Thank you, Alexa. The Eldon J. Gardner Teacher of the Year Award is given in recognition of extraordinary devotion to and performance in teaching. Creating magical learning environments and opportunities that inspire students and support their success requires skill, talent, and passion. The nominees for this year's award are Amanda Delleman. Dr. Amanda Delleman is an assistant professor in the School of Teacher Education and Leadership. Dr. Delleman's creative scholarly pursuits focus on the intersections of teacher learning and teacher education, children's literature and curriculum integration, and social emotional learning. She is dedicated to supporting the well-being of her students and prioritizes student-centered learning and the practical application of newly learned content as core tenets of her pedagogy. As a member of the faculty committee for the Center for Empowering Teaching Excellence, Dr. Delleman supports the mission of promoting a culture of teaching excellence across our statewide system. Brian Champagne. Brian Champagne is a professional practice professor of journalism and communications. He teaches writing for electronic media, documentary production, multimedia journalism, and student newscast. His approach to teaching, even his exams, are highly interactive. As an example, to help students visualize the news, Brian will use Barbies and Hot Wheels. He says, "When I animate Barbies acting as Taylor Swift or cars getting kicked off a cliff by Godzilla, my dignity does not survive the exercise. Before coming to Utah State University, Mr. Champagne worked for 22 years in news for NBC, ABC, Fox, and CBS affiliates. Cassandra McCall. Cassandra McCall is an assistant professor of engineering education and co-director of the Institute for Interdisciplinary Transition Services. Dr. McCall's research leverages qualitative methods and universal design principles to explore the intersections of disability, access, and identity formation in STEM, as well as their cultural implications for engineering, academia, and industry. She applies her research findings to the design and facilitation of technical undergraduate engineering courses to create more inclusive learning environments for students with disabilities. She has developed innovative pedagogical and assessment approaches that encourage her students to personally connect with and apply course material in ways that promote student learning and identity formation as engineers. Gustavo Ovando Montijo. Gustavo Ovando Montijo is an assistant professor in the Department of Environment and Society. Dr. Ovando Montijo is an excellent, dedicated, and innovative teacher who has had amazing success in a challenging role. His teaching and research interests deal with human environmental systems and natural resource management, including the integration of GIS and remote sensing techniques for application on these areas. He is the cornerstone of the department's statewide programs, allowing students to succeed even in an online environment with highly technical coursework, allowing students to connect to the course materials in a personal way and helping them see themselves in the material. Missy Kofed. Missy Kofed is a lecturer in the chemistry and biochemistry department. In addition to outstanding student and peer evaluations, she has demonstrated continual involvement in USU's Center for Empowering Teaching Excellence programming. Her teaching aims are centered around providing effective instruction through intentional, evidence-based course design. In her role as a mentor, Dr. Kofed actively fosters student success within and beyond the classroom, guiding students as teaching assistants, facilitating student engagement in community outreach activities, and supporting students in their pursuits of graduate education and careers. Michael Shipley. Michael Shipley is an assistant professor of acting and voice in the Department of Theater Arts. His creative scholarship seeks methods to increase the effectiveness of the rehearsal process for actors and to help students integrate voice skills and acting techniques in performance. He is also a certified associate teacher of Fitzmaurice voice work, certified teacher of Knight Thompson speech work, and a certified trainer and coach of vocal combat technique. Padram Jahangiri. Padram Jahangiri is a professional practice assistant professor of data analytics and information systems. His teaching style integrates cutting-edge technology to enhance the student experience by incorporating AI into courses. Actively mentoring students in real-world collaborations with companies, Dr. Jahangiri emphasizes practical skills and experiential learning while prioritizing one-on-one check-ins, ensuring students feel supported and heard. His impact is evident in outstanding course evaluations, which reflect Dr. Jahangiri's dedication to student success, and innovative teaching methods. Stacy Bevan. Stacy Bevan is a professional practice associate professor in the Department of Nutrition, Dietetics, and Food Science. Ms. Bevan is an outstanding and innovative educator, as evidenced by her many teaching awards and exceptional teaching evaluations, and is known for going out of her way to help all students feel welcomed, valued, and inspired. She actively engages with learning opportunities hosted by USU Center for Empowering Teaching Excellence to support evidence-based teaching techniques in her courses. Ms. Bevan strives to create an inclusive and enriching learning environment for her students to build foundational knowledge and skills to be successful dietitians. Thank you again to these exceptional faculty members who prioritize teaching excellence here at Utah State. The 2024 Utah State University Eldon J. Gardner Teacher of the Year is Padram Jahangiri.
Thank you so much. Oh yeah, it is heavy. Would you like to say a word? Well, it's happening. Thank you all. I guess 6 years ago about this time, Trading Wall Street for the classroom was the best plot twist I never planned. So my biggest thank you goes to my wife, my incredible wife that steered our ship into this beautiful adventure in Logan. And huge shout out to my colleagues at Huntsman School of Business, especially Dean Anderson, Frank Caliendo, for rolling a dice on a Wall Street guy. So it was a good bet, I guess. And my biggest support and thanks goes to Chris Corcoran, our department head. Chris, you are amazing. Your unconditional support means the world to me. Thank you. And lastly, I think this isn't mine. It belongs to all my amazing students who I'm so lucky to work with them every single day. So thank you so much for letting me in your life and learning from you. So thank you all. And I would say, dear mighty things, go Aggies.
Next, Brian Higginbotham, Associate Vice President for Extension, will announce the E.G. Peterson Extension Award recipient.
Thank you, Provost Smith. The E.G. Peterson Extension Award was established in 1986 to honor the USU Extension faculty member who, in keeping with the land-grant mission and goals of Utah State University, has provided outstanding service to the state of Utah. This is a career award and is the most prestigious of all our Extension awards. This year's recipient of the E.G. Peterson Award is Dave Francis. Dave is an Extension professor, the Director of Extension Youth Programs, and the 4-H program leader. He plays a crucial role in ensuring that Utah youth have every opportunity to excel. He helps kids, even in the most rural areas, have access to programs and 4-H clubs. Under his guidance, 4-H participants have gained confidence, developed essential life skills, and embraced leadership roles. Professor Francis's direction and sense of inclusion are evident in programs that he has led and created, including Junior Master Gardeners, robotics, maker spaces, agricultural and environmental literacy, and many others. He's been instrumental in the development and success of the Bastion Agricultural Center, which is the single largest donor gift in USU history. His efforts in building partnerships, fostering collaborations, and securing resources have been pivotal in creating a supportive and thriving environment for agricultural education and youth development. Congratulations, Dave. Will you please join me on the stage?
Thanks, Brian. I appreciate the nominating committee that are good friends and colleagues that nominated me for this award, and definitely appreciate my family who came up because they put up with a lot. Extension, you're on the road a lot, and you bring home a lot of random stuff that you're going to and from, and they put up with all the messes and all the travel. And I must say that I'm biased, but I love this third stool of the land-grant mission extension, and specifically 4-H is a huge opportunity to engage the next generation of leaders and problem solvers and use them to diffuse the innovation in their communities where they live of the land-grant. And I'm grateful every day I get to do this. Thanks so much.
Vice President Barreau will now present the D. Wynne Thorne Career Research Award.
Thank you, Brian. Named for USU's first Vice President for Research, the D. Wynne Thorne Career Research Award honors faculty that have exceptional research careers and have produced a significant portion of their work while at Utah State University. This award is given annually to one outstanding university senior researcher, recommended by a committee of peers and previous award recipients. Here are this year's nominees. Ben Blau. Ben is a professor in the Department of Economics and Finance and holder of the George S. Eccles Endowed Chair in Finance at Utah State University. Dr. Blau's research interests include financial markets, ethics, economic policy, and the interaction between government and firms. He has published more than 90 articles in a broad set of academic journals that include the Journal of Financial and Quantitative Analysis and the Journal of Development Economics, among many others. In addition to pedagogical research, which plays a crucial role in educating the next generation of financial professionals, Dr. Blau's unwavering commitment to consistently publishing serves as a compelling testament to the profound impact of his research on the discipline. Christy Glass. Christy Glass is a professor in the Department of Sociology. Her research, particularly in the areas of gender and labor inequalities, has had a profound impact in the fields of sociology and management, with publications in journals such as Social Forces, Work and Occupations, Human Resource Management, Human Relations, and the International Journal of Sociology. Dr. Glass has served on 40 graduate student committees at the doctoral or master's level, chairing or co-chairing 20 of those committees. And her graduate students are regularly recognized for their excellence in research and teaching. Dr. Glass has won research grants and awards from the National Science Foundation, the Institute for Advanced Study at Central European University, and the Gill Foundation, among many others. Colin Flint. Colin Flint is a distinguished professor of political science in the College of Humanities and Social Sciences. Dr. Flint has authored or co-authored over 70 peer-reviewed articles in leading journals on the topics of geopolitics, peace and conflict, world systems analysis, and just war theory. Additionally, he is the author or co-author of 4 books, including 2 influential textbooks published in multiple editions and a volume coming out soon with Stanford University Press. He has also edited 4 scholarly books and has authored or co-authored over 30 scholarly book chapters. Dr. Flint's highly interdisciplinary approach means his work has been very influential across a range of disciplines, including geography, area studies, economics, strategic studies, political science, international studies, and more. Michael Tuig. Michael Tuig is a professor and clinical psychologist in the Department of Psychology's Combined Clinical Counseling PhD specialization. Dr. Tuig's groundbreaking research has dramatically transformed the treatment of various mental health disorders, and he has helped spread a cutting-edge, innovative treatment approach called acceptance and commitment therapy worldwide. He is a prolific scholar and has published 213 refereed journal articles, 36 book chapters, and 9 books in his career. Dr. Tuig's research has been continually funded since his starting at USU in 2007, and he has secured over $1.8 million in grant funding and $425,000 in other funding via donations and ongoing contracts. Rose Hu. Rose Hu is the Associate Dean for Research and a professor in the Department of Electrical and Computer Engineering. Dr. Hu is internationally known for her work in 4G, 5G wireless network design, modeling performance evaluation, and technology standardization. In combining her research with education, she has been faculty advisor or major professor of 7 postdoctoral researchers and 24 PhD students, leading her to the award for Outstanding Graduate Mentor of the Year in 2022. She has also published 6 books, 4 book chapters, and more than 300 papers in leading journals and conferences. She holds 29 patents. Her remarkable scholarly impact and dedication to advancing society through her work has directly contributed to her exceptional track record of securing highly competitive NSF funding, with 22 research grants totaling over $4.5 million. Silvana Martini. Silvana Martini is a professor in the Department of Nutrition, Dietetics, and Food Sciences. Dr. Martini's research interests are related to the physiochemical and sensorial characterization of lipids. She studies how the quality of food materials is affected by their nano, micro, and macroscopic characteristics. The innovative nature of Dr. Martini's work in identifying novel methods to process and manipulate fats in foods has gained the attention of food producers, academics, and government agencies. Over the years, Dr. Martini has published more than 120 papers in peer-reviewed journals, participated in more than 190 conferences, was an invited speaker at more than 30 international conferences, and published 11 book chapters. Please join me in congratulating these exemplary researchers. It is with great pleasure that I announce that the 2024 D. Wynne Thorne Career Research Awardee is Rose Hu.
Wow, it's a big surprise. I'm very, very surprised to hear this, the award, and deeply honored and humbled to receive this prestigious award. Thanks for the selection committee for considering me. And also I want to say thanks to my Dean Quarachi, for nominating me for this award, and also the department head, Jay Gunther, for supporting this nomination. I think this award I would like to give to all my students. They work very hard, and their support built the cornerstone of all my research work, and also my family for the support. And also, I feel very lucky to have met so many great colleagues, mentors, and collaborators in my whole research career. I think they helped me, and their encouragement, guidance have shaped my long research career, all the way from the beginning to where I'm now. Thank you so much. Go Aggies.
We will now have our final award of the program. The Cazier Professor Lifetime Achievement Award will be presented by President Elizabeth Cantwell.
Thank you, Vice President Burrow, and I apologize to all if I cough. It's part of the deal at the moment. Before I announce this award, I want to thank every one of you who's here, who's been nominated, who's been awarded, for all of it. And what we do as, I will call it 21st century service institution is research. Your teaching, your service, your research, your extension work make us who we are today. And I'm really, really proud to be here. So all of those qualities together are exemplified by nominees in the Cazier Professor Lifetime Achievement Award. The award is given annually to recognize a senior faculty member who has demonstrated 20+ years of consistent excellence in each aspect of their role statement. Here are the nominees for 2024. Bob Mills. Bob Mills is a professor in the Department of Data Analytics and Information Systems. He has demonstrated a sustained record of excellence in all aspects of his role statement. In teaching, his primary area, he has demonstrated a 20-year record of securing grants, developing large-scale projects, mentoring, and top-notch teaching. In the area of research, he has nearly 40 academic and practitioner publications. For service, Dr. Mills has served in a wide variety of department, college, university, regional, and national roles. He's a role model for learning, discovery, and engagement. Doug Ramsey. Doug Ramsey is a professor in the Wildland Resources Department. During his 35-year career at Utah State University, Dr. Ramsey has achieved excellence in research, engaged in multi-state and international geologic surveys using remotely sensed images to map land cover and assess land conditions. His efforts have garnered $15 million in funding and an additional $17 million as a co-principal investigator. He has personally mentored 36 MS and PhD students, co-mentored 6 others, and has been a graduate committee member for an additional 149 students. Nancy Hills. Nancy Hills is a professor in the Theater Arts Department. Can you tell I'm trying to go a little bit faster so you can all enjoy the day? But this is the best part. These are amazing people. So Nancy Hills is a professor in the Theater Arts Department. Since joining USU in 1989, she has mentored over 20 students in national competition, including entries in the Kennedy Center, American College Theater Festival, and served on more than 30 committees for Utah State University graduate students. Ms. Hills has been a study abroad co-director since 2002, guiding arts and humanities students through Western Europe and the UK. Her credits include international exhibitions and presentations in the UK and at the prestigious Prague Quadrennial, costume designs for Northampton University Productions, and her national credits include 150 or more costume designs, museum exhibitions, and industry presentations and guidance. Renee Gallagher. Renee Gallagher is a professor of psychology in the Emma Eccles-Jones College of Education and Human Services. As a core faculty member in the Combined Clinical Counseling PhD program, she has chaired 25 master's theses and 24 doctoral dissertations and served on an additional 54 master's and doctoral committees over the past 22 years. Dr. Gallagher's work has been consistently funded through grants from NIH and NSF, as well as support through other professional organizations, and has resulted in 85 peer-reviewed publications or book chapters and multiple edited volumes. Her service to USU includes acting as the president of the Faculty Senate, associate vice provost, and chair of the Academic Standards Subcommittee of the Educational Policies Committee, among other service roles. Steve Shiner. Steve Shiner is a professor of chemistry in the College of Science. He has published 480 papers in peer-reviewed journals, which are cited at a rate of 1,500 times per year. To this point, his work has garnered a total of 30,000 citations. Dr. Shiner is an important mentor to junior faculty through service on many tenure and promotion advisory committees, and many students have realized their first publication as a result of his mentorship. He's accumulated external support for his research program, which now exceeds $4 million, and was used to help fund these students as they worked on their research. So a final congratulations to these amazing nominees for the Cazier Professor Lifetime Achievement Award. And congratulations, the Cazier Lifetime Achievement Award does go to Steve Shiner.
Well, this is very gratifying. Thank you very much, everyone. Science is a team sport, so this recognition, I'm sort of the spokesperson for all the people I've worked with over the years. And after watching and hearing about all the accomplishments of everyone today, I think I speak for everyone when I say, they pay us for this? I mean, we love doing this stuff. I think that's pretty obvious. So I want to thank my life partner. So to give you an idea of her patience, I'll go up to her and I'll say, as I did just recently, hey, Lois, I just found out that if I move these two molecules together closer than their optimized geometry, I can make the interaction energy go up. And she actually acts interested in that. Like I just said something reasonable. But anyway, thank you all, and it's been a very gratifying time. Thank you.
So before we close our 2024 Faculty Awards Ceremony, I'd like to reinforce our mission as a service institution. We are a land grant. That is what being a land grant is about. We are a space grant. We are many things, but we are a public service university, and I think you see that reflected in these amazing awardees tonight. This ceremony signifies the faculty's vital role in seeking intellectual, personal, and cultural development for our students. Now more than ever, I might add. Thank you for your commitment to enriching our students and our community, and I'm going to ask Provost Smith and Vice President Barreau to close our ceremony. Thank you, everyone.
Congratulations again to all award nominees, and especially the Faculty Award winners. This event is the most high-profile way each year that the university recognizes outstanding faculty performance and achievement. But know that faculty effort, passion, and success is appreciated always. The university is proud of what you do and grateful you choose to do it here. We would like to thank the nomination and awardee committees for their outstanding work. Thank you to our students from the Department of Music who have provided music today, pianist James Farmer, and the quartet of musicians who played earlier at the reception, Emma Thackeray, Carissa Davenport, Ian Parvin, and Matthew Huff. And we appreciate the effort of staff members from the Office of Research, Provost's Office, and School of Graduate Studies who have worked to plan and manage this event. Lisa?
That brings us to the end of our program, but don't leave just yet. We would like to invite all of the winners to the stage for a group photo, just as we finish. We would also welcome all recipients, nominees, their families and friends to join us on the stage for photos to commemorate their triumphs. And so please feel free to come up here. Also tonight, make sure that you take a glimpse at Old Main. The A will be lit blue and shining all night, and that's for you in honor of your outstanding faculty achievements. In addition, please look tomorrow as banners will be hung throughout campus to share your accomplishments with the entire campus community. Thank you again, and congratulations.